My life fell apart because I chose myself. That sounds so absurd, doesn't it? Choosing yourself is supposed to make things better. But for me, it was the beginning of unraveling. I no longer was able to recognize myself in the places and the people I was around. It was a full detachment from everything, as if I was from a different dimension. Eventually, it led to the big question that cracked everything open. Who am I even? And what do I truly want? I sat down alone. I went on daily walks. I wrote a lot to try to make sense of what's happening. I'm happy yet profoundly sad. Grateful yet unsatisfied. I was living in a paradox. I remembered little me. She had big dreams. She wanted all the power she could get to save everyone, not just herself. So I worked and I studied relentlessly, and I took pride in being the overachiever, the overgiver. So I gave my all to everything and everyone in my life, but it still wasn't enough because I wasn't giving enough to myself. So in a way, it was kind of my fault. I realized I had everyone in mind in every action that I take, but no one did the same to me, so I felt alone. A stranger among familiar faces. The kind of loneliness that you feel in a room full of people. I realized I was in a between phases of life. Still am, but I'm unsure of what's coming. But now I'm taking it one day at a time. Staying present, practicing stillness, and grieving what could have happened and what I should have got. I sit with what never arrived, and suddenly this urge to create again came back. I got this urge to speak so badly, like I wanted to let all of my thoughts out. Maybe because I would find answers if I told someone, but I found myself unable to because I was deeply disappointed and disconnected from most of the people that I knew. So I said to myself, I got me. But lucky for me, I stumbled upon this creator who reminded me of the talks that I had with myself on my daily walks or sunset watching sessions. The peace he held was familiar. I recognized myself in him. He unlocked something in me that I thought was buried and long forgotten. I wanted to share my knowledge and my thoughts with people who are like me, or people who went through similar things and maybe they need a perspective that could help them. He was doing what he loves and what he does best so effortlessly, and it hit me that I kept postponing this. But here I am at last. I made this channel to share my thoughts and my transformation along the way. This is me sharing the power of alchemizing pain or whatever you experience or feel and turning it into something beautiful. It dawned on me that it was a transformation, not a reckoning. True strength isn't the absence of struggle, but the ability to rise from it. I refuse to get less than what I deserve. I fully believe that is my birthright, as it is yours and everyone else's, to live a life of peace, freedom, and happiness that is filled with love. To everyone else, I looked insane because I wanted more. I didn't want the bare minimum. I wanted more out of life. other than being a pawn in a game I didn't want to play, or because I no longer wanted to be a character in the background, but I wanted to be the lead of my story, and most importantly, its writer. This is my story. I will rise above it all. The metamorphosis will reach its final phase, and when that time comes, I will emerge better, happier, stronger, and especially wiser.